Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another Gold Standard Group podcast. This is episode 2. My name is Rico Cunningham. I am your MC for the moment. I have along with me my upline sponsor, my upline KaratBars sponsor, Mr. Howard Harvey. Welcome to the show, sir. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and we like to get together and just talk about the current state of business. However, we're going to start this podcast off just by reinforcing the vision and the mission for the Gold Standard Group. Mr. Howard Harvey, I will ask you if you would please read the vision and the mission of our group of gold savers, if you may.
Well, the mission of the Gold Standard Group is to provide financial literacy and an opportunity to provide generational wealth to ordinary families. Our vision is to provide ordinary people an easy way to diversify their portfolio by saving in physical gold and build financial wealth for themselves and their families.
That's the key. That's building financial wealth and freedom for yourself and your family and generations actually to come after that. If you take it seriously, because what we do here in the Gold Standard Group is we show others on how to gain that freedom, and one of the ways we do it is through a company called KaratBars International, which is an e-commerce company. It has made available a simple wealth building system for anyone on the planet who is 18 years of age and over, with 3 optional ways to participate. It's very interesting that we're talking about building wealth, and we come across a company that has ways to participate to gain that wealth. And through KaratBars, you can start saving in gold in small increments. It allows you to build a global business from the comfort of your own home. And there are significant tax advantages to owning a home-based business. So, we told you before there's 3 ways to participate. So, Mr. Howard, would you, explain those ways that you can participate with KaratBars, please?
Well, the first option is to just sign up as a free affiliate and begin saving in 24 karat 999.9 gold bullion. KaratBars has made it a process easy through auto exchange, and you can begin saving weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly through the actual auto exchange on the KaratBars website. We call that pay yourself first. It basically you're exchanging declining paper into physical gold that is appreciating every month, every year, over time. There are no monthly fees, and it's very easy. You can sign up in 5 minutes. Number 2, you can actually save and show others how to save and make a monthly income. One of our mottos is that you save a lot of gold, you tell a lot of people, and you make a lot of money.
Right.
And so that option 2 allows you to share this opportunity with other people and make a monthly income each and every month.
Right. So, and the last way to participate is that you can actually maximize your earning potential by choosing to enable your business function with your KaratBars account. It's an optional way to build additional streams of revenue. And what that simply means is that you could buy into a commission amount. You can literally decide on how much commissions you want to receive for spreading this opportunity with other people. And these packages are income producing assets. And most of the packages come with gold delivered to your doorstep via FedEx. So one of the things that you want to understand when you turn on your business function, you get access to a $500,000 website. There are no products to store. Really, all the work has been done for you. KaratBars has gone out of their way to make sure that your back office and your business resources are top notch.
Well, let's talk a little bit about who KaratBars is and how they came about. Well, the company was founded in 2011 by a gentleman by the name of Harold Seitz. The company is located in Stuttgart, Germany, across from the Mercedes-Benz headquarters. The company specializes in high-quality gold products, and each of the gold is LBMA certified. That means it's the highest quality in the world. Why do we save in gold? Well, it's very simple. As you know, inflation continues to go up, and gold is a means of stopping inflation in its tracks. By saving in gold, you make sure that your money is stored in a asset. The U.S. dollar has been in decline since 1971, when Richard Nixon took the gold off the dollar bill off the gold standard. And since then, you've seen a decline in the actual paper dollar and an increase in gold bullion. Let me give you an example. When I used to go to the corner store back in 1975, 78, I could use $1 and go get a candy bar, chips, a drink, and some penny candy. Today, I can take that same dollar bill, I can go to the corner store, and I can barely get anything out of that store.
Right.
And so, as you can tell, the dollar has decreased in value over time. And that means that the buying power is not as good anymore. You can't use that same amount of money to purchase goods and services.
Right. I think it's very important that people understand what we're dealing with right now. And from conversations that I've had with many people, people don't understand what's going on with gold. They don't understand the value, how to use it, how to get it, and this is what we're doing. We're teaching them on what it is and how to get it. So, and why gold? Why do we get gold? Well, number one, gold is a precious metal. All right, it doesn't depend on any government because gold is borderless. Pretty much, it works all over the world. Every government recognizes it. There's no tax on gold. It never expires. It never becomes worthless. It's inflation proof, as Dr. Howard Harvey mentioned, and there's always a demand for it. And we're not talking about putting your life savings in gold. What we're talking about is reevaluating your spending habits and diversify your 401k, your stocks, your real estate investments, your other, investments. You hedge it with gold investments. So, you should, $100 a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever you can afford to put into that asset, that's what we recommend at the Gold Standard Group.
Let me tell you the difference between the saving in gold and saving in a 401k. Well, when you save in a 401k, you're tying your money up for 30, 40 years. When you're saving in gold, you can access that money anytime without being penalized. If I was to go right now and try to get $20,000 out of my 401k, they will not only penalize me for getting that money early, but they'll also hit me with a tax of 20%. And so I've known that to happen because those individuals who lost their job in 2009, many of them went out and took money out of their 401k. Well, what happens is you get penalized for taking money early, and at the same time, you have to pay a 20% tax on that money to the federal government.
Right.
One thing I can say about gold is that it's been around for 6,000 years. Gold you can see it in the Bible, thousands of times. It's just it's been money for a long period of time. It's been established as a means of security. It's a way of paying for goods and services. And it's always held its value over time. Now, one good thing about KaratBars as well, we have several large business partners and affiliates. So you have FedEx,
Right,
which is
right.
a large business partner. You have MasterCard. One of the ways you get paid through this company is through the MasterCard. You also have the Vatican. Over 500,000 cards have been purchased through the Vatican.
And you
With the
also have
Pope.
the LBMA.
That's right, the LBMA certification, which is one of the finest golds in the world. The LBMA certifies the actual gold when it comes out of the ground.
So, as we mentioned before, we're part of a group called the Gold Standard. And, our mission is to teach people some financial literacy. What we're finding in many of our communities is that these things were not taught to us in our, institutions. As I shared with you my story, my parents were not financially or economically, literate. And of course they became that over time, but the price of gold is just ridiculous right now. I mean, 2018, an ounce of gold is trading at about 1,200, between $1,250 $1,300 for an ounce. So we're now talking about that same ounce of gold, the same ounce in weight of pure gold. It hasn't changed in its form. It hasn't changed in its amount. It's the same ounce that was going for $35 pre-1971, $100 in 1973, $450 in 1972. I mean 1992 for my story, and in 2018, $1,200 and some odd dollars for that same ounce of gold. And that's how you prove that gold is inflation proof, because you can't take that same paper dollar and purchase what you could in 1950 or 1970, purchase the same amount in 2018.
We've been talking about the saving in gold, and I wanted to kind of talk about the business side of KaratBars and how significant that has been in my life and as well as in Rico's life. I started as a blue dot, and I started this, being affiliate, and I didn't get a business package. I started in September of 2016, and it took me all the way into July 13th, 2017 to get a actual business package. Now, I should have gotten a business package back in 2016. However, for some odd reason, I stayed a blue dot for a long period of time, almost 7 months. And so finally got a business package in July of 2017. The first two people I got in, I got my wife in, I got one of my best friends in. And anybody can do this business. It is so very easy, and there's no limit. I mean, you can do this business, very aggressively. You can do it very laid back, but it does make sense to do it. And so, fast forward to today, I have over 200 affiliates in my downline. I've made several $1,000s throughout this journey. I'm still growing. I think that this is an excellent opportunity to diversify and the ability to save money in taxes. One of the biggest things that you may get in this business and joining this business is to, change your liabilities into assets. Whenever you pay something out and it never returns, like your power bill, when you pay your power bill every month, they don't cut you a check back. However, if you have a home-based business, you can get a return on that payout, on that liability. The federal government incentivizes those who have home-based businesses, and it's a burden not to have a home-based business because you don't get the same write-offs. You don't get the write-offs from your cell phone. You don't get the write-offs from your water bill. You don't get the write-offs for buying that new computer. You don't get the write-offs from driving from work to your home. And so that mileage, that gas that you're putting in your car, those type of things are changing liabilities into assets, and you're getting that money back. So no matter how much you make, it's not about how much you make, it's how much you bring back, how much you bring home.
Right.
And so that's very important because you can instantly, by joining KaratBars International, increase your income even with your job.
Right, and I look at it like this. I still have my regular job. I have my own career. You know, I'm not going to disclose the company I work for. However, I am an IT consultant for a Fortune 500 company. You know, and I saw KaratBars as an opportunity to start building a bridge out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and ultimately, that's where I would like to be. You know, as much as I have appreciated the company I work for and the opportunities they've given me, it's time now for me to migrate off of that onto my own platform, sign my own checks, run my own business. You know, this is KaratBars is an additional stream for me now that I'm building up. And unlike you, Howard, I haven't been involved for KaratBars that long. I signed up March 9th, 2018. You know, just a little bit over 3 months ago. All right, about 4 months ago. So I could tell you, just being in for 4 months, I've made my investments back already. And the investments I'm referring to are the business packages that I bought for myself and my wife, because my wife is my business partner. She has her own business, and that's going to help in tax time. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
both of us writing off our businesses. So, you know, I say this to say, you know, if you are a blue dot, you may want to seriously consider turning your business package on, because me only being involved since March 9th, not only have I made back the investment into my business, I also have over 100 people in my downline. And I don't know how that happened, because I've only personally sponsored about 21 people. You know, but I do know how it happens, actually, because we're going to talk about some of the people that are in the Gold Standard group that help make this happen, because like I have individuals in my network, and this is a networking business, and we do have, you know, our networks, and your value is only as valuable as your network. Your net worth is basically your network. But I do want to recognize Lenny Bones. Lenny Bones is one of the original people that I signed up. You know, if people that don't know me, I have a recording studio, which we are in now recording this podcast. But I have several people that's around me that, you know, when I'm ingesting something, they automatically ingest it just because they're around me. And he was one of the first persons to say, you know what, that makes sense, yo, we need to do this. And he signed up. He's been a runner, which means he's been out there teaching people how to save and gold, teaching people how to start home-based business, and growing his own network, which by default grows my network. And then, you know, I have another gentleman by the name of Alphonse Chisholm. You know, we call him
On
DJ.
fire.
He's on fire. DJ Fonz is on fire. He has his own organization. And I'm going to tell you this story about Fonz, because this brother, I seen him just explode. And he initially signed up because he thought the cryptocurrency was a good idea. And he liked the gold idea. And he doesn't mind networking. And, you know, so for the first couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, you know, he was just kind of there getting cash gold and buying crypto, you know, getting the cryptocurrency and building up that way. But then I was like, yo, Fonz, you know, you got these incentives, and you if you can get, four of the people to sign up, you know, you will meet your 5 and 5, and KaratBars will automatically elevate you to a higher level and give you free gold. And then he said, what? And I don't care about that right now. That's what he told me. He's like, man, I don't care about that right now, getting to the next level. I just want to get all I can get myself straight right now. But then he watched the video. He's one of the guys who watches a lot of videos. He watched the video on the KaratBars compensation plan. And then he learned about the unilevel, then he learned about the dual system, and he learned about cycling. When he learned about cycling, and then he learned about the pools and all these different levels and percentages you can get, he instantly switched on. He's like, oh my God. You mean I could get this? I can open up 9 streams of income if I could just, work the business? He got his 5 and 5 probably 2 weeks after that. And he got it within days of it being expired. You know,
Wow.
he flipped on and went crazy. So shout out to Fawn, shout out to Lenny Bones. There's some other people we want to recognize.
I definitely want to shout out to JC. He is one of the original members of the Gold Standard Group.
JC actually created the gold standard. That was his idea, and you know, I apologize, JC, but JC is my upline. He's the one that introduced KaratBars to me. So shout out JC, Gold Standard Group creator.
I want to shout out to my wife, Alicia Harvey, for all the work she's done. You know, of course, that, you know, it's a combination thing that we have. You know, JC and his wife is affiliates. Rico and his wife are affiliates. And so, if there's something that you really want to do, I think this is the opportunity for you. I think that, you know, the tax advantages of having a home-based business for my family has been extraordinary. You know, it allows me to write off the power bill twice. When my wife and I go out to eat, we write it off. We're having a business meeting, and so it's just been very, very good. Some more people I do want to shout out. I want to shout out Danielle Talbert, one of the first affiliates that I signed up. She signed up a while back, and she's been a strong advocate for KaratBars International. I want to give a shout out to Mike Norray. He just got his bronze package.
Congratulations, Mike.
I want to give a shout out to JT and Crystal,
The Kings.
the Kings.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations. Yeah. I saw that post in the Gold Standard Group. Yeah, congratulations.
I also want to get a shout out to Gray Davidson and Shay Shoes.
Yeah, and you know, and that's important. Let's talk about Shay Shoes really quick. And congratulations, Gray, and congratulations, Shay. But I want to talk about Shay because Shay Shoes is actually a retail outlet in Regency Square Mall in Richmond, Virginia. So Shay saw the vision of using gold as a standard of commerce. So she signed up her shoe store to accept gold, and she's going to be part of the K Exchange as a official global location that can accept gold as payment. And let's talk about that for a second because
the whole nucleus.
yeah, it's that's an interesting concept because Shay is a business. She's also an individual. And she signed, I'm sure she signed herself up as an individual, then signed her business up under her. All right. Now, looking at the business, you have clients that buy your shoes. Now you have an opportunity to take those same clients and create a whole new customer out of them. And meaning you can teach them the value, your existing customers, the value of saving gold, but also, you know, they can spend that gold with you at your business. So not only will you be getting a customer and getting residuals off of their gold exchanges, you will get the gold as payment for your service or product. So it's a win-win for the business owner. It's definitely a win for the customer because the customer now has access to buy an asset anytime they want. You know, I heard you say it before. How often are people buying assets?
Well, you know, the system itself, the U.S. system, capital system, is designed to keep the average person down. If you think about it for a moment, we go out and we go to work. We get paid in U.S. dollars. We take those U.S. dollars. We spend money on rent. We spend money on our power bill. We put gas in our car. We pay our car note. We buy some clothes. We do a little entertainment. We buy groceries. And then it's time to do what? Go back to work and make that money. So we're working only to spend money. The money that we're working, and we're only working for 70% of our money because 30% of our money is getting dissolved in taxes. Of course, you get paid. You get the personal income tax. When you go purchase goods and services, you get taxed again 6 or 7%. You also have to have when you go buy a car, they're going to tax you on that car. And so we are paying enormous amount of taxes. And I would think that you really don't start making your money and your income on a 360-day cycle until after the third month. Because if you're paying 30% a year in taxes, then you don't really start making earned income until after March of that year. And so it's very significant to have a home-based business because you get all of that back. The majority of money that you're paying in taxes, whether it's Social Security tax, whether it's state tax, whether it's federal tax, or whether it's sales tax, those are all taxes that you cannot get back unless you have a home-based business. And so I encourage everyone, if you are not involved in KaratBars, to go and get a home-based business because it is a phenomenal write-off and it puts more money in your pocket. Number two is that most people who don't have a home-based business are not getting assets every month. They are using that money to buy things that are going to depreciate. Now, I don't know if you know this, but if you buy a car, once you drive that car off the lot, it depreciates. When you buy your clothes, once you take it home, it depreciates. So the majority of things that the average person purchases depreciates over time. However, if you're exchanging hard currency or your paper dollar into gold, it appreciates. And so most people, if you draw a circle and you put your income at the top of the circle, and every time you do a slash mark, you're buying things and you never put an asset, you're going to be on a hamster wheel. Yeah, and you're going to work until you die.
Work until you die. And that's the message that we're trying to get people to understand is that, look, you can make your money work for you. You don't have to work for the money. You can take that money that you went and grinded yourself to get and then put it in a system that when you wake up, you can have more money. That's what we want. That's what we're all doing here at KaratBars. Is we're working to a point where when we go to sleep and wake up, we have more money. We make money in our sleep, and we do that because our business is operating efficiently, and we have an ample supply of asset and gold assets. And gold is going to trade up and down every day, but it's trending. It always trends up.
And one thing I can say about KaratBars, it is so many different facets to this business. Of course, we have the KaratBars and we're saving in hard physical gold, but we also have KaratPay. And KaratPay is just like PayPal. And so I can literally transfer 1/10 of a gram to anyone with a KaratPay account. I've done it. I've transferred 1/10 of a gram to Lenny Bones. He couldn't believe it.
Right.
And so we also have an incentive. I want to really dive into this incentive program that we currently have with the Gold Standard Group. And I'm going to let Rico kind of explain that incentive program.
Yeah. So, Gold Standard Group, we are there to teach people, but as well as we wanted to motivate people and congratulate people for achievements. So what we've decided to grow, the leaders of the Gold Standard Group have come together and said, we're going to match KaratBars. All right, because if you sign up as a bronze and you go out and sign up 5 other bronze people to become affiliates, KaratBars will give you a promotion. They will promote you to the next package up, which is a silver package. That if you went and bought the silver package straight up, what's it, 350 euros or something like that?
Yeah, correct.
For a silver package, they automatically bump you up to that package and give you a gram of gold for free. So, we said we'll match that. The Gold Standard Group, for anyone that meets their 5 and 5 incentive, bronze to silver, we're going to match that gram of gold. So you're going to end up with 2 grams of gold being part of the Gold Standard Group. So it's all about motivating each other, pushing each other forward. And another benefit to being part of this group is that we're going to help your business. We're going to help you with your business, meaning for all the new affiliates that we have that sign up as blue dots that maybe haven't turned on their business packages. Maybe they have a stigma in their minds that they can't talk about KaratBars. Maybe they don't think they can sell or network or whatever. First of all, we're not even salesmen. We're teachers, and we're passing along information about a system and a program that's out there. We will help you. We hold our conference calls on Monday nights to introduce this business to new affiliates. All of our existing business partners, they invite their prospects to this meeting, and we talk about it openly to everyone. We go over the overview, explain what the company is, and then we open the floor for questions, because we want people to really understand, the many layers. As you mentioned KaratPay. So anyone who has KaratPay on their phone, which you can get it, through Apple, the iTunes Store, the Google Play Store. It works for Android and Apple. It's like your PayPal account. It's our gold reserve electronically that we can spend it on whatever we want and with whomever we want. And the additional layer to that is the cryptocurrency. So KaratBars, and we haven't even talked much about the cryptocurrency. We want you to understand what the basic idea of this company is, and the gold standard, what we believe. But now let's kind of dive into the cryptocurrency world, because KaratBars is opening the first fully licensed cryptocurrency bank in Miami, Florida on July 4th, which is like 3 days from now.
3 days from now.
3 days from now, the grand opening. It's a life-changing and it's a game-changing thing that's going down. So if you have been an affiliate for quite a period and you've been using Cash Gold to get the coins and things like that, when we came out of the ICO phase into the live phase for the cryptocurrency, we opened up on Coinbee and Yobit. These are cryptocurrency exchanges, and I'm not going to dive into how all these exchanges work on this call. We have some other calls to talk about that, but so we were trading at 0.8 of a cent, 0.9 of a cent, for a couple of months, right around that area. But now we've been introduced to HitBTC for the last couple of weeks, and the volume has increased, the interest has increased. Now we're trading at a little over a cent. 1 and 2 cents. Yeah. So it's a golden opportunity to get in, because the cryptocurrency is going to change the game for cryptocurrency and gold, because the KaratBars is going to back every crypto coin with a certain amount of weight of gold, and that's what changes the game. There's no cryptocurrency like the KBC coin. And it's called letters. So you can find our cryptocurrency on HitBTC, Yobit, and Coinbee, and we will be releasing to new exchanges as the summer progresses. I think there's really just some beautiful news on the horizon, especially with the opening of the KBC Bank in Miami.
And if you're interested in becoming an affiliate, you can go to premiergold.org, sign up as an affiliate. And I want to recognize Rico.
Right, yeah. And, if you want to, use me as a sponsor, my sponsor name is LuckyRico. If you go to any KaratBars website, KaratBars.com or KaratGold.io for the cryptocurrency, you can use, again, LuckyRico as your sponsor, or visit the Premier Gold site, and you can accomplish the same thing there.
You can also type in BoHarvey1. And that will get you to my page as well.
Yeah, and you know what? I want to recognize someone else because what we're really doing is teaching people, Howard. You're a teacher and administrator yourself, and we have another teacher that joined our group. Her name is Beverly Ball.
Congratulations!
Congratulations! We had a really good conversation that she's tired of standing up and teaching, and not getting paid what she deserves and things like that. So she loves to teach, and she's also a pastor. So she understands, that we need to change our financial futures. So she's been looking at KaratBars, for months now. She's been watching me post things on social media and things like that, and she finally took that step forward and said, "I'm going to join." So she did sign up. Hopefully. She looks at, I think she's looking at a gold package, actually, to start off with. So, and let's kind of break these packages down. I know you heard us talk about them a little bit. So, KaratBars for affiliates offers bronze, silver,
gold, and VIP package.
VIP package.
Just basically the bronze package is like graduating from high school. Okay. And so we know that those individuals who graduate from high school won't make as much if they graduate from college or junior college. The silver package is more like, graduating from a junior college. And of course, if you have a trade, you're going to make more if you graduated from a junior college versus if you're just graduating from high school. The gold package is like graduating from college.
Your university, yeah.
University, Hampton University, shout out. And so the VIP package is like having your doctorate degree, having your attorney degree, having a medical doctor degree. You are paid at the highest level in KaratBars. And so currently, all cycling in a VIP package is €80. And of course, euro is more than the US dollar at this time. And let me give you an example. So I was paid €160 for a week of work, and that's the equivalent of about 200 US dollars. And so we get paid in euro. That's a good, fantastic way to get paid, trust me, because that euro is worth more than your dollar that you're getting paid on your regular job. And so it's a fantastic way to make a lot of money. And again, our motto is save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money.
Make a lot of money. And just to clarify a little bit more, a VIP package will cost you will have to invest, €2,300, somewhere around in there. However, that €2,300 investment will get you 80 euro cycles, and I'll explain cycles in a second, and 20% direct line commission. And direct line commission basically means you're going to get 20% commission on people that you personally referred into KaratBars. These are your direct line. Now, people that those people bring in under you, you don't get a direct line commission on those people. What you get, points, and points add up. Basically, €2 will get you a point. €2 will get you a point. And those points go to which is our monthly payout, the unilevel commission line. And you also develop other points in which we you hear us say cycling. Well, when you get basically 75 points,
25 on one side,
25 on one side, and 50 on the other.
Doesn't matter which side.
Doesn't matter which side, because KaratBars, this is the dual team commission line we're talking about now, because in the dual team system, you get a left team and a right team. And when your left team gets 25 points and your right team gets 50 points, or vice versa, you get that commission payout. We call it a cycle. And at VIP, it's €80. So now for 2,300 euros, you got the 80 euro cycles and the 20% commission, direct line commissions. Now at gold, the numbers go 15% commission, 60 euro cycles.
Correct.
And at silver, it's 10% commission, 40 euro cycles, and at bronze, it's 5% commission and 20 euro cycles. So that's really how you break it down. You really you can decide which level you want to start. And at the bronze level, it's 125 euros to start with bronze, 350 euros to start at a silver, and which is 900 euros for a gold. Yeah. So, there's an affordable package for everyone. I mean, because everyone in the world can do this. Because, all we're doing is teaching people how to, get assets in their portfolio and, get ready for the future of, the commerce system being heavily linked to some kind of gold standard.
Networking is a business. There's no overhead with KaratBars. But I just want to leave a acronym with you by the name of FORM. And this is something that I use when I talk to people about KaratBars. And FORM stands for family, occupation, recreation, and motivation. So when I first began talking to people about KaratBars, I asked them about their family. I see that you have a ring on your finger. How long have you been married? And so that's a basic conversation to pose with somebody that you're networking with. Second thing is occupation. What kind of work do you do? If they don't have a home-based business, this is the perfect home-based business for them, because, again, the federal government incentivizes individuals who have home-based businesses, and it does just the opposite for those individuals who do not. I mean, you're going to pay the highest taxes if you do not have a home-based business. In recreation, what do you like to do? Do you like to go to the baseball game? Do you like to go to concerts? Do you like fishing? And so I talk about recreation, what motivates them, and that's the last thing, which is M. What motivates you? What motivates you to get up every day? Is it your family? Is it your kids? Do you want to make more money? Do you want to buy that big car? Do you want that Porsche? What is it that motivates you to do what you do? And so that's the acronym form: family, occupation, recreation, and motivation. And then the last thing I want to say is we have a wealth of resources. Visit the wealthbuildersworldwide.info. You'll be able to join that for free. We have a wealth of information. I would urge you to get on all of the calls that we have every day. We have daily calls at 12 o'clock. We have calls on Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. We have trainings on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, which is new member training. We have the fast track training on the Wealth Builder site. We also have a thing called the map. You can follow the map. It will tell you detail, step by step, on how to get started and moving your business to the next level in a very quick time. And so I'm going to let Rico close us out.
Yeah, so once again, we definitely want to thank all of our business partners and affiliates. We appreciate and we see all the hard work that you're doing out there. And just remember to always reach up to your uplines if you have any questions. Our goals as affiliates is that we want to talk to people about this business, but we want to make sure that we have ourselves in a good place before we talk about this business. We don't want to introduce KaratBars to anyone if we've had a bad day, because they're not going to get the value of the message that you're trying to bring them because they're picking up on your energy. And this is an energy business. We're networking, we're talking with people, and energy passes through. People pick up on energy. So if you're in a KaratBars affiliate and you're not feeling great today, take the day off. It's okay to take the day off. Come back when you're feeling good enough to present this idea to people in a way that they can receive it, with good energy. So I want to leave you with that. We're going to stay energized, positive energy. We're going to support each other. Make sure you reach out to your uplines. If you don't know a sponsor to talk to get involved in this business, then definitely you can go to you go to KaratBars website and use my sponsor name, LuckyRico, or you can use
BoHarvey1.
BoHarvey1. You can visit Premier Gold. And there's plenty of ways and there's plenty of people out here that are willing to help you, that want to see you win and want to see you grow. This is one of those businesses that it doesn't work without the team. And if you're not growing, I'm not growing. So, it's one of those businesses that everybody wins.
Shout out to Jesse Henderson. Shout out to Eric Holyfield. Shout out to Mike Soden, Nathaniel Green. Shout out to Alicia Harvey. Shout out to India Hollis and all of those affiliates in my downline.
Well, I can't get off this show, I guess, without giving a few shout outs. I gotta at least say shout out to my wife, Lindsay, LAC Gold. We got a shout out to Marvin Taylor. I know you've probably been waiting to hear some new information. Who else do we got? JL Harris, Lee Parker. All right, these are all KaratBars business affiliates that are out there doing their thing.
Shout out to Dr. Paul Harvey.
Paul, what's up, Paul?
Shout out to Ted Smith.
All right, baby boy. I know y'all out there working. I told you, Fonz's team is growing so quickly, man. So shout out to everybody on Fonz's team. Shout out to everybody on Lenny Bones' team, and I think that's gonna wrap it up for me, brother.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much for joining the show today, Dr. Harvey. It's the Gold Standard Group Episode 2 podcast, and we are out.